What do I have?
A white daughter and a black son.
You're not black, you're brown.
My dad is the color of a newly paved street.
He doesn't count. You're mine. I made you all by myself.
Scientifically, no.
What do you mean, Dan?
It takes two people to make one.
No, I made you all by myself. You're mine.
Okay.
That's why you love your mama so much?
I'm black.
I just read something that BT post. Let me tell you something. Get the facts before your post. First of all, that woman, the mother for my child, did not post anything. I did. Okay? I share a lot of things with my fans. All right? She didn't post that. She was having fun with my son. I don't understand what part of it y'all don't understand. Y'all trying to make some race out of nothing that's not even racist. Okay? And by the way, her nationality, she's Dominican. Okay? That means she's black. Okay? All right? So she's not clowning on black people. Y'all silly people. BT, come on now, BT. I expect that from the Jasmine brand. I expect that from Media Takeout. I expect that from the Shade Room. But BT? Stop it.
Alright, y'all, so here's the deal. Your man Peter Thomas is mad at BET right now, my Jesus. Here's the article from BET that set Peter off. Now, they posted the article today, Thursday, April 26th of 2018, titled, Peter Thomas, baby mother to their son, you're not black, you're brown. Here's what the article says. Most fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Peter Thomas may be unaware that he shares a son with a woman named Nancy Fernandez from a previous relationship. Pause. I never heard of her or the son until today, and I've been a fan of Peter's for years. Back to the article. While the world has not heard much of her for arguably just as long as Thomas' presence on reality TV, she reared her head most recently, and not the most flattering way, as she posted a video of her telling her child he is not black. While Fernandez's race remains unknown, dude, she's Dominican. Basically, she's mixed. You can clearly see she's biracial. Anyways, it seems the fact of the matter remains that her son's father is black, making him ultimately a black child. In the clip, she can be seen stressing to him that he's, quote, not black, but, quote, brown, after he himself says he is black. Quote, what do I have? She asked him in the brief exchange. Quote, a white daughter and black son, he responded. She quickly corrected him, saying, quote, you're not black, you're brown. To make matters worse, it appears as Fernandez's ignorance and disgusting views on colorism may have rubbed off on their kid, as he added, quote, my dad is the color of a newly paved street. Excuse me. That was rude, and it wasn't that funny. I apologize, everyone. I apologize profusely. Profusely means like strongly. Anyways, to make matters worse, it appears as Fernandez's ignorance and disgusting views on colorism. Chrissy, where you at? Rear your ugly fat head and go ahead and talk about this. Thanks, Chrissy. Thanks in advance, Heffa. Ignorance and disgusting views on colorism may have rubbed off on their kid, as he added, quote, my dad is the color of a newly paved street. They both proceeded to laugh at the ignorant comment, after Fernandez oddly then added, quote, he doesn't count. I made you all by myself. The boy added, quote, I'm black. Wait, let me say it like Arnold. I'll be black. Instead of I'll be black, I'll be black. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be black. Watch the strange interaction below, and then they posted the video, and of course they re-Instagrammed it from Baller Alert. You know, Baller Alert is everything. You know, they're a real blog. Meat Magazine is not a blog. You know, he's just an idiot with the microphone. But you know, shout out to Baller Alert and all the real blogs out there. All right, y'all. So anyways, here's the thing, man. A lot of y'all will say, for example, that this woman is black or she's white or whatever. And you'll say, for example, Dominican is a race when it's not actually a race. And it's funny because, you know, you can argue with people about this and they'll claim to be so incredibly educated. However, they don't understand the difference between a culture, an ethnicity, and the race. They think that there's like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 different races on the planet. And then if you explain to them there's 3 or 4, they'll look at you like you've absolutely lost your mind. Like, what do you mean? Like, what about the Puerto Rican race? Or what about the Dominican race and stuff like that? It's like, dude, listen. I've explained this before. This is the best example I can use. Jocelyn Hernandez and Jennifer Lopez are both Puerto Rican. However, Jennifer Lopez is a white Puerto Rican. Jocelyn Hernandez is a black Puerto Rican. You can clearly see the difference in their phenotype, in their facial features. You can even hear the difference in their voices. You can tell the difference by looking at their hair. You can't tell the fact that one of them came from one place and another one came from another. You think they both came from the same place? Their original origin? Their ancestors? Do you really believe that? Do you see how vastly different they look? That's because one is Caucasian and the other one is quote unquote Negro or Negra. Actually, it's Negra since she's a female. You know, we're over here speaking Spanish or whatnot. But anyways, Peter's ex is Dominican. She's obviously mixed, biracial, or triracial. She might even have some Asian up in there. But at the end of the day, man, you know, she's basically a black and white woman. All right? For some reason, this is just so hard for some of y'all to understand, man. It's pretty basic. You don't have to complicate it. Just realize this, man. It's basically Oriental people. Think Chinese people and, you know, people who look like that, okay? Keep it real simple. Then there's so-called black, so-called African, so-called Negro people. And then there's so-called white people, Caucasian, European. And pretty much everybody else is like a mixture of 2 or if not all 3 of those things. Okay? It's not very hard to understand. Now, some people will tell you that there's another race of people called the Australoids. You know, the people from Australia. They're basically some ninjas, but the racist white European colonizers who rewrote history, who come up with fake scientific terminologies and definitions, pseudoscience like black people so-called are 3/5 of a human being, and there's something called the 1-drop rule, which is an opinion. Well, really it's a blatant lie, and there's no science backing it up. The 1-drop rule is, of course, fake. You got Negroes running around. You have black folks running around agreeing with white supremacists. Like, yeah, 1-drop rule sounds about right to me, baby. Yeah. Sounds randy. Insane. But anyways, y'all, here's the deal, man. At the end of the day, man, this lady, Nancy Hernandez, she is biracial. She might have a little bit of Asian. She could be triracial. I don't have a DNA test, but I can clearly see that she has some black in her and some white in her. So-called black, so-called white. Or as Tosh Tariq Bey would say, my people think they're a box of crayons. But, you know, I don't believe in the caste system, or for my Spanish-speaking friends, the casta system. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that people are colors. I'm just going by the terms that people would understand, because that's what we've been taught over the years. So that's why I'm, you know, quoting or speaking, you know, the reason why I'm using those particular terms is not because I personally believe in them. It's not because I agree with them. I'm just, you know, speaking to you in a way that you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. Because I could use literal terms, the correct terms, and then people will be like, what the hell are you talking about? It would just confuse too many people. So, you know, like, that's why I'll just say, for example, instead of saying Aboriginal, indigenous people to refer to so-called blacks, I'll just say so-called blacks. Like, you're called blacks, so-called, even though it's not really what you are. Because black isn't a race. You know, and if you're brown, if your skin looks brown, you got to really think about it. Negroes, so-called Negroes, because you've been called so many different things over the years. They keep on changing the definition. They keep on changing your identity for you over the years. You know, you're black, Negro, more Ethiopian, etc. But you got to think about it like this. If your skin is brown, why would they call a white Hispanic such as Jennifer Lopez a Latina like her? Why in the world would they call Jennifer Lopez a brown person but call Jocelyn Hernandez a black person? And you say that's because she's darker and she's not exactly white. No, Jennifer Lopez is white. And you have idiots out there that don't know that the Kardashians, who are straight up Europeans, I mean, they're Armenian. Armenia is right there in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it right next to the Caucasus Mountains? And you have black folks like, look, the Kardashians are not really white. Okay, then what the hell are they? Please let me know what they're supposed to be. But anyways, y'all, I'm just going to say that this is all my opinion. Even though I'm speaking facts today, a lot of times I joke around and BS around because, you know, I feel like enough people are making serious videos that I can go ahead and joke around and be the clown, which is what I like to do. You know, I don't want to be taken too seriously for numerous reasons. And, which I won't even name in this video. But in the climate that we're in, you should kind of be able to figure that out. But yeah, man, you know, I'm here for entertainment and comedic relief. I'm not here to, you know, if you want somebody to be your savior or something like that, you're going to have to find somebody else, bro. I'm not your hero, not your savior. I'm not your friend. Well, most of y'all, some of y'all I do love in the comment section. I really do. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want people thinking that I have favorites or anything, which I do, but that's a whole nother story. But the people who comment a lot, I really love and appreciate y'all. Can you please show me some love in the comment section? If you've been listening this long, even if you just say hi or F you or either you know what, anything, y'all. Any comment is appreciated as long as it's not stupid. You know, just straight up insulting me. Well, if it's just insulting me a little bit, like me, you suck and you annoy me, you know, I let that go through. If it's just something really ridiculous, like, you know what, me, you should stop making videos, you're gay, something stupid like that, then I'll block you, probably delete your comment or just won't let it go through. Because my comments are filtered. I have to approve your comments because there's just so many. I got a stalker, man. Matter of fact, I'll talk about it more in another video if I remember. But this other video I'm about to make about Cardi B, talking about social media driving celebrities insane. We all know where she got that from, that video I made about her. Dang, man, I'm just rambling right now. Jesus. Listen, man, don't y'all love it when I ramble? Y'all listen, man, y'all know I got a little pea brain. Y'all know I'm dumb as hell, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like rambling sometime, man. Alright, y'all, let me hurry up and wrap this up. Like, y'all need to be wrapping up them penises that y'all be riding so you don't have any more of them little bastard nigglets that y'all be making out here, but they ain't none of my business. Hoes. Horse. Black youngster voice. Horse. A horse is a horse, of course. But anyways, listen, man. They really need to teach this in school. The difference between nationality, ethnicity, and race. It needs to be required learning. it's definitely a discussion that we need to have in society. There should be programs explaining it, documentaries, YouTube videos. It should be something that should be discussed over and over again, so that way people can get it in their heads, you know. And I understand it's an honest mistake that people make, not knowing the difference. You know, you can ask 5 different people how many races of people are on the planet, and you can literally get 5 different answers. For example, you ask me, since I'm going by skulls and DNA, I'm going to tell you 3 or 4. Somebody else might say, nah, meat, there's 5 races. Somebody else might say something really stupid like, no, there's only 1 race, and that's the human race. Oh yeah, I'm gonna race my foot up in your ass for saying that. I'm just messing with y'all, or am I? No, I'm just joking. Just joking. I don't have the toilet tissue to wipe my shoe off, and these things are expensive, so I ain't gonna be running up in them cheeks. But this is the thing, man. All stupidity aside, somebody might say that there's 3 races. Like me, I'll say 3 or 4. Somebody else is going to tell you 5. Another person going to tell you 8. Another person might tell you 15 different races. Somebody might even say there's 50, because they're just counting just different ethnicities. They might tell you, for example, that Irish people and German people are of 2 different races. Then they might tell you that a Jamaican and a Haitian are not from the same race, and those are 2 different races. That might be 4 of the races right there. And they might say Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and just run down the list. And it's like, wait a damn minute. What in the world are you talking about? Like, you don't understand there's different types of people out here. You know, you can tell by the hair, the eyes, the skin complexion, how much melanin they have, you know, the skull shape. Hell, you can even hear in people's voices what they are a lot of the time. It's really crazy, man. People just have no idea. They just be like, look, you just are whatever I tell you you are. That's the point that it's getting to. It's like, you know. But anyways, this is all my opinion. I'm not saying anything that's said in this long video is fact, because I am an idiot. I'm an idiot with the microphone. I readily admit that, and I'll tell your mama that. Alright, nigglets, let me know what y'all think about it all below. Were you offended by anything I said? Were you offended by anything Peter said? Are you offended by anything BET said? Are you offended by anything that the beautiful Nancy Hernandez said? Are you offended by what Peter's son said? Are you offended by what you're about to say in my comment section, if you actually comment, which I know y'all ain't gonna comment. Y'all gonna listen to this long behind video, damn 20-minute or so video, and not say a damn word. Is y'all some birds who smell like turds. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you think about it all below, which I know you're not going to comment. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter, Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, please. And if you see anybody lying saying I'm a blogger, please let me know, because I gotta curse some people out. I'm not a blogger. I'm actually an entertainer. Oh yeah, after you thumb up this video, after you subscribe, click the notification button, and after you comment, for the few people who are gonna comment, what do you think about my idea that race and ethnicity and the differences between the different races and ethnicities, and the fact that society doesn't generally know that there's a difference? Like, what do you think about my idea that those things should be discussed and should be taught with some detail? I'm not saying that we got to get to the point where you have to have like a master's degree level of information about it, but geez, like, people should at least know basic things about it. What do you guys think about that? Am I tripping? And was this woman out of hand with what she said? I wasn't really that offended. I'm not so light myself. I'm in between her complexion and Peter's complexion. I'm not as light as her. I'm not as dark as him. But I wasn't really offended, and I see that Peter's not offended. And that's what's most important, because Peter is a dark-skinned man. So What do you guys think? Are you offended? If so, why? Please explain why. Because people will get offended, but then they won't explain why they're offended. They'll just say, yeah, I'm offended, and just leave it at that. And also, what do you guys think about me making long videos? I usually make very short videos, or medium length videos. Just long enough, but what do you guys think about me making long videos? Are you cool to making long ones from time to time? I asked some heifer come to my comment section recently and claim that I make long videos as if I just normally make long videos. And I'm like, really, heifer? I make long videos and you must not listen to other people's videos then. Because these Negroes be making roots. The audio version up on YouTube. Gotta go.